AOA podcast back for another episode. How about that, Frankie C?
I love it.
I love it. We're talking about, oh my goodness, Taylor Swift at the top of the charts once again.
Love that too.
Number one topic. She's ruling London right now. Do you know what a NEET is? N-E-E-T?
Not involved in, I feel like education or something, or else I can't think of the other things.
Pretty good. You're not that far off.
Yeah.
We're basically Gen Z is going to sink us all. That's topic number 2. The VR shoes, which is just blowing my mind again here. Can't wait to discuss that. J-Lo's on vacation by herself. I'm ending cleanse week. This is the most important topic. Urinal etiquette. Something happened to me.
Is it the spelling of etiquette?
Oh no. Oh, whoops. Oh, I got it right in one spot.
You did. Close.
Something happened to me this week between urinal etiquette and the pizza guy that I feel like people are going to say,
related.
and they're not related, but people are going to think I'm making this stuff up. I assure you, both of these things happened to me. And we have a blind top 5 with our cocktail of the summer 2024 that we've been getting entries in for all week long. So I'm very excited to get into that. So let's go. Taylor Swift is killing it in London right now.
She is.
A whole bunch of sold out shows, right? She's just taken over the whole Taylor London is trending on TikTok and Twitter and everywhere.
She's just like a tsunami of a force of nature. You know, she's just wherever she goes.
Yeah.
Just this huge swell of the economy and the fans. It's insane.
I feel like she tips the planet over wherever she is, right? It's like really, really strange.
It's like the tides. Everything just kind of gravitates towards her.
She is the moon. Yeah.
She is the moon.
Yeah.
Nice.
Over at Buckingham Palace, they played Taylor Swift's Shake It Off.
Okay.
Basically kind of to start, I guess, Taylor Swift week. Prince William celebrated his 42nd birthday by attending the show Friday night there, earlier today here.
How did he get tickets? Come on.
Could you imagine? I swear to God, that's what I was going to do. How did he get tickets? You think he bought them, or you think somebody made a call?
They made a call. I'm sure it's, hey, the prince wants to fucking go to the show. Make room. I'm sure that's what that was.
I would love to be in the room when that happens. Hey, how's it going? Listen, I have a request here.
The weird thing is, how do you know it's him?
I think the royal family just calls. My guess is because she's playing Wembley Stadium. I bet somebody at the stadium there's a
number or something, a line that they have.
Or do you think there's like a box there that's just the royal family has access to the box whenever they need and they just go?
That probably sounds right.
Right? Don't they technically own the whole joint? I mean, isn't it all?
I don't know if they own everything, but they certainly. Yeah. I'm sure if there's if they need 2 tickets, they can get 2 tickets.
He brought Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, the 10-year-old, 9-year-old, and 6-year-old, respectively. Kate,
so you telling me if Prince Louis becomes king, he'd be King Louis?
King Louis.
Like from the Jungle Book?
Yeah. But he's cool. 3.
Damn.
Yeah, it's going to be Prince George.
Nice.
But his 42nd birthday was we're 42. And I just can't.
Whoa.
Oh, wait, you're not. Yeah, that's true. I forgot.
We're both 41.
That was actually a relief. I thought we were 42 already. We're 41, going to be 42.
I'll keep track. You just do what you're doing. I'll keep track of our ages. I need to know. You check in with me.
I'll handle the graphics. You take care of the age.
Work on your spelling, and then we're good.
But he spent his 42nd birthday at a Taylor Swift concert. Like he did it for the kids.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it. I just feel like nothing is ours anymore because we're so old.
What do you mean yours? What do you want?
Like, if you had to design your ideal birthday, would it be taking? Well, you might be taking your wife to the Taylor Swift show. You like making her happy.
I would, yeah, I'd take her.
But it wouldn't be.
anytime.
It would. That's a lie. It wouldn't be. Your ideal birthday would be going to see Metallica and going probably to your favorite
Well,
restaurant, or
if it's my, yeah, if it's
yeah,
like probably Metallica, yeah. But if it's Aaron's birthday, I'd take Aaron to Taylor Swift. I'd go anytime.
yeah, but not him. He's at the Taylor Swift show with his kids. That
Maybe no,
feels.
it's all right. It's his kids. He's, I think if your kids wanted to go and you were the prince of friggin' England, you wouldn't pull a string or two and go, all right, we're going to see Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, I would, but I
So
would just
what
be.
do you-
I'd be miserable about it. I'd be like, this sucks.
Was he miserable? Did you check?
Well,
Maybe he's
pr-
miserable.
Well, I gotta.
Is that what you want? You want him to be miserable?
Prince William is miserable. I don't think that motherfucker's happy. I really don't. Do you think he's happy? You think Prince William's happy?
Well, I mean, his wife is undergoing treatment for cancer, and I don't know if he's.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not thrilled about that. All the stuff with his dad. His dad is also has cancer or whatever, and he's going through some stuff.
You know what conclusion I came to? Nobody gives a shit about King Charles. Nobody has ever gave a shit about this guy. Cuddles and I were talking about this the other night. We went from caring about the Queen. The Queen was everything, right?
Oh, yeah, she was the queen for like 80 years.
Everybody loved the Queen. And then Princess Diana came along and everybody loves Princess Diana. And now everybody is loving and concerned about Princess Kate. All along this whole thing, nobody gives a shit about King. He's the most unliked person outside of that fucking pedophile, Andrew. He's
Right.
the unliked person in that whole royal family. Nobody's ever cared about him enough. He's just
Well, he wasn't in the spotlight really when the Queen was the Queen, when she was in power. He wasn't in the spotlight, and then once he got into the spotlight was already taken by Kate and the kids and all them.
yeah.
And then by the time he's in the spotlight, he's an old guy. He's an old king. As in nobody's like, oh, what's he up to? It's like, yeah, he's just being an old king. What do you want?
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. Now, I know we got a lot of people in England. So if you're in England, let me know if we're right here, because I feel like nobody cares.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Aaron is backing that up. Nobody cares about Charles. Zoso. Charles is a douchebag. Yeah, nobody likes this fucking guy. That's got to be tough to live with. Like going in there going, nobody. You think he knows nobody likes him?
I don't know. I'm sure he's got people around him going, "Oh, did you see the great news about you today, sir?" And blah blah blah. Blah. I'm sure they're not coming up to him going, "Yeah, everybody hates you. Look at this headline. Everybody hates you. What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Again, you don't see him doing any like crazy good public appearances where he's like, opening a wing of a hospital or anything. He could be doing some PR stuff that you don't really see.
Maybe. I just feel like
that's what I'm saying. He could be doing that, but he's not, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and he's not getting the press for it. He's not getting the accolades across the world for it.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. He could be doing I'm not saying that he could be doing them and we just don't know about it. I'm saying he's not doing them. I don't think he's doing them. Like, I don't see him doing anything. I mean, if he is, again, we're not hearing about it, but you'd think with his image, they would be like, look, King Charles is, feeding the homeless here, or donating his time, or is this or that, whatever the hell he's doing. But you don't see any of that because he's, just locked away doing his king shit.
Doing his king shit.
Whatever the hell he's doing, I don't know what the king does.
I'd like to be on that. I feel like we could be on that team. Be like, we need to get Charlie out there with some homeless people. Let's get him in. We got to get just dirty, bearded people,
Something, man. Just grab a broom, grab a ladle, whatever. King Charles, we're going to get you out there with the people. We're going to spruce up your image because, to be honest, it ain't good.
Yeah. By the end of this week, you're going to be known as Charlie Soup Kitchens. Don't you worry about it. We're going to have you out there just fucking,
all right.
Charlie Ladles. It's going to be happening for you. Everybody's going to love you. Nobody's going to worry about Kate after this.
Yeah, I don't know what his PR team's doing, but it ain't much.
I just feel like whenever he steps out of the royal limousine to walk somewhere, they're like, how's Kate doing? Like, they're not like, they don't give a shit about him. Fucking guy. Anyway, Fuck them. Gen Z, they're saying, okay, so here's a report out that Gen Zs are becoming NEETs. And NEET is, Frank was pretty close on this one.
Yeah, I looked it up before we got on the air when I saw the headline.
Cheater.
Yeah, I didn't know that off the top of my head. I have to confess. But it was, I only remembered it was not involved in education, training. I forget what the other E is.
Not in employment, education, or training.
Education, training. So, what is that? Who cares? not to be a dick, but what are we talking about here?
Because they're saying that 1 in 5 Gen Zers are NEETs. That's an alarming number. 1 in 5 are not employed, get in school, or training for something. They're just
not employed at all.
No, yeah, not employed at all. 1 in 5 Gen Zers, they're now, just sitting around doing nothing.
What's Gen Z? What's the age range for Gen Z?
15 to 24.
All right. Well, 15 to, let's say, 17, 18, you're in school. You don't have, if you're not working at that age, I understand. Once you're into college, though, I mean, part-time, at least part-time, should be bringing in some kind of income.
Well, they're saying, this is what they're saying. Like, because they're trying to analyze why this is happening. By the way, this comes from the the International Labor Organization. What they think is happening is they've either gone to school and they've amassed so much debt that they've just basically kind of like, they're not hitting life's traditional milestones. You know what I mean? So they'll go to school and they got all this debt and maybe they're working or maybe they just got laid off but I understand it though. Could you imagine if you racked up $100,000 of debt and then you're out there making 45 grand and then you're paying, $1,200 a month for rent, is what 10, you just 45 grand. And then if you're making 45 grand and then you're getting taxed on like almost half of that or a majority, like a big chunk of that, and then $10,000 of that has got to go towards renting a shitty apartment or something. Like I could understand just being like, fuck it. I'm not gonna,
what is fuck it though? I mean, you say fuck it, but then when it comes down to, all right, you're not, what are you gonna do? Live with your parents till you're 35? I mean, what?
That's what they're doing. I think that's what they're doing. So a recent study from a credit reporting agency, TransUnion, says that people in their 20s are taking home about $45,500, while millennials were earning $51,000 at their age when adjusted for inflation. So people were making a lot more money. In November of 2023, a survey revealed that Gen Z and millennial adults are facing more difficulties than their parents did when it comes to achieving milestones in the workforce. Of the 1,039 young adults surveyed between the age of 18 and 34, 55% said it's much harder to buy a home, 44% said it's harder to find a job, and 55% said it's harder to get promoted, according to the Youth and Money in the USA poll by CNBC and Generation Lab.
Yeah, it's tough because unemployment is like the lowest it's been in 50 years right now. So a lot of people are working. I don't know if that has anything to do with like, all right, there aren't a lot of, I don't know, because they're young kids that, what are they looking to do? Because you get into, are they going to college? Are they going to work part-time? Are they going to work? Because I don't blame people for not wanting to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on college these days. I mean, college is great and you should go to college if you can, but to spend 50 grand a year on, it's like, what do you go to a public college, go to a,
I can't imagine spending.
It's unbelievable. The amount of money that you have to pay for college. I get going to college is great. And if you could do it, do it. But it's Not easy to pay for that. I go
No.
if you can go to a less expensive college, you're going to get a pretty good education anyway, and you're not going to pay thousands upon thousands of dollars for it.
100%. 100%. Paul says $1,200. Where is that? Am I low or high? Because I
That
feel
sounds
like
low.
that's low, but I feel that's low for. But
Well, it depends.
it's
In
low
the
for a
big
city.
cities,
Yeah, it's low
for
for
New
a city.
York, it's low.
I'm saying suburbs, like you're off the beaten path. I feel like 1,200 is about.
Like Midwest, yeah. If you're in
Unless
the,
I'm wrong, maybe I'm
I don't
wrong.
know. Like if you're in like Georgia and nowhere near Atlanta,
Yeah.
maybe.
Hey, would you blow me says these people were 10 and 20 when COVID hit and shut down. I wonder the impact that had on the mindset of getting out. Yeah, well, remember when everybody was just getting paid to do nothing during COVID? I'm sure that had a little part of it, and they were just pulling in cash for doing nothing.
Well, then you got parents who have these kids sitting around doing nothing. Hey, get off your ass, or get a job, or go back to school. The parents have some responsibility here if their 16, 17-year-old is sitting around doing nothing.
Remember fast food, like during that time, or in restaurants in general, everybody was like they couldn't hire anybody because people were making more money off of the the COVID relief. Paul says, wait until artificial intelligence wipes out millions of jobs. That's why I'm a little afraid, because you have like all these things converging into one, and it's going to hit at some point.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be a gradual thing. This is just an opinion. I think artificial intelligence is going to be integrated more and more, and I think hand in hand with that, I think newer, different jobs are going to be created as a result. We might not have to worry about this job because artificial intelligence is doing it, but as a result of that job, a person has to do this job. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there are things that are going to be created hand in hand. Like 100 years ago, we didn't have all the computer programming and all these different. I think newer jobs are going to be created,
Right.
along
So
with along with artificial intelligence.
I hope
artificial
so.
intelligence will take care of a bunch of jobs, and then there'll be other jobs to get. I think I could be wrong.
I was because I was studying this, because I don't know if you know this, but I'm a part-time economist, and
Spell economist.
ECC
Nope.
09er5
Happy face.
But I was reading this guy Richard, I forget his name. He's really, really intelligent. 1954 was the greatest moment of our economy. From 1954 to 1973, our economy just raged, and from 1973, it started to slow.
Well, it was the baby boom. Everybody came back from war, had babies, and 54 to 70 was families raising kids and spending money, and it was a shit ton of new people in the world.
And back then, you could literally get a job, a unskilled labor job, and you could still afford a house, you could afford a car, you could afford all these things. Like now, the mentality is you got to go to a great college, rack up all this debt, work your ass, like kill yourself 80 hours a week in the office to, just slightly get ahead of things. Where back then, the person who collected your garbage or fixed your faucet or whatever, was able to grow, not just buy a home and a car, but vacations and put money away and accumulate and grow wealth. And now you can't. And it's alarming to me how nobody sees this.
Well, also back then there were fewer extraneous expenses. Like you bought a TV and that was it. You didn't have to pay a monthly fucking thing for a TV. Everybody took care of their own house, did their own upkeep and all that stuff. Yeah.
Well, also because they worked maybe 40 hours a week. Yeah. Now people work 50, 60 hours a week. Both parents work sometimes in a lot of the cases. So you couldn't you can't do it now. Whereas back then you worked 40 hours a week. All right, get home and mow the lawn and
Yeah,
to your point, you paint the
just a
shed.
lot of different shit. Like today is this technology we're all paying for, all these little different things that happen. Different luxuries. I think like they're also necessities. I mean, computers and phones and all the
Yeah,
they didn't have cell phone bills every month. They didn't have cable bill every month. They didn't have all these. They had a TV and a radio. It was like, and those were both. Once you bought the TV and the radio, you paid. That was it. You didn't have to pay a monthly
that was
thing.
your entertainment. Yeah, you were
Yep.
set.
Yeah.
Your entertainment
So
package was done.
done for years. You didn't have to pay every month.
Yeah,
It's just things like that. Now you got to pay for a monthly thing for your phone, a monthly thing for the Wi-Fi, for your TV, whatever the hell cable. You got 2, 3 cars per family. It's a lot of. I mean, I obviously things are more expensive, and I think as things got more expensive, we didn't quite meet the everybody should be earning more quota.
yeah.
I think we get a little raises here and there, but I don't think it quite went. I think the cost of stuff went way faster than the rise of our income.
But it's amazing to me because, and I find it to be true because, like, my father was an average Joe, worked a regular job, like nothing crazy skilled. We, like so many other people,
Male
served.
prostitute.
He served. He was in the army and or the Navy rather, and he got a job based off of those skills afterwards. Didn't go to college. And he did fairly well for himself, like a lot of people that age. And I feel like our generation's a lot harder to do that. And now you look at this next generation and you're like, holy shit, You know what I found interesting, Frank? They say because the economy was the strongest from 54 to 73, that was also the result of why there was such progress in social issues, because when you no longer have to worry about where your next meal is coming from, like when you have a place to live and you have security,
focus on other things.
you start to focus on other things. And that's why the revolution, started to kind of happen in the 60s and then into the 70s, because as far as the United States of America was concerned, we were basically set because our economy was so robust, and now it's not. And what kills me about this the most is the disparity of wealth distribution in the country has gotten so vast. And you look at how much money is in the top 1%, and none of those fuckers will just go, oh, I can do something to make this better. None of them.
You take one of the billionaires in the country and you just have that person pay their share of taxes, everybody's lives would be a little bit better.
Well,
it's like insane.
Forget that. Even honestly, forget that. I like what you're saying, but forget it.
Okay.
Even if you got 5 of those people to start 5 companies where they focused on paying and they focused on their employees and their company and their customers, rather than profit, I feel like that alone would improve us in a lot of areas. Because you look at every single industry. I mean, everybody makes jokes, but Red Lobster was like the last thing to just be like this prime example of these venture capitalists coming in and dissecting the shit out of a company that was doing just fine. You know what I'm saying? And not that I love Red Lobster because it's horseshit food, but hey, the managers, the servers, the owners, the franchisees, they were all making a living, earning a living, doing their thing, no problem. And now you have this conglomerate of money come in, dissect it, fuck it all up for everybody, ruin it, and for what? So they can make a couple of extra bucks?
Well, that's the thing. Every year there's a thing with corporations. I mean, you see it. I can't speak firsthand. I learn about it from movies and stuff like that. I feel like there's a thing where a company has a goal, they reach their certain amount of profit, and then the next year they have to beat it. They have to go, oh, we made a good profit last year, but if we don't beat it by like this much money, then it's considered a failure.
Yeah.
We can't just stay the same. Oh, we made $5 million profit. Okay, we could do that again this year. Great. No, they have to go. Oh, no. Next year we got to make $8 million profit, or else we're failing.
Yeah.
And every year they have to beat the previous year, and it just goes up and up and up. Meanwhile, people's wages stay the same.
And that would be fine too. But what's happening too? There's a growing CEO issue where these companies hire these CEOs, and the lifespan of a CEO is actually becoming shorter and shorter. And what they're doing, and because their pay is getting larger and larger, right? Their actions are so short term based off of what you said that a lot of companies are doing things that aren't good for their customers, that aren't good for their employees. They're thinking so short term because they're just like, if I could just squeak the profits up a little bit,
yeah, more and more and more. They just need
I'll be fine. Yeah,
they just got to go ahead more and more and more.
And they just do it, and they'll hit their bonus numbers, and they'll get that extra 10 million in their bank and whatever. And then you look at it and you go, yeah, but your product isn't as good. Chipotle, for example. I hate to keep focusing on food here, but I like food.
That's okay.
Chipotle was such a darling. Who didn't love Chipotle 10 years ago? Do you remember? It was like you would go there and you would get a burrito like this, and you would be like, and it's good. It was tasty. It was like delicious. You would eat it and you were like, oh my God, the chicken, they're making fresh chicken. They're doing all this stuff. Go to a Chipotle now. Not only are the portions minute, but have you eaten at Chipotle lately?
I haven't been to Chipotle in a while.
It's oversalted. It's fucking disgusting. It's like shitty. The quality of their food has gone down again. And it's like, why? Because they're worried if we just buy these chickens that aren't as good,
they're cutting costs. And they got to raise, because every year they got to beat last year's numbers. It's like, why?
The amount of short-term thinking makes me want to put my head through a fucking wall.
I love capitalism, but holy shit, when we get it, we get in over our heads sometimes. We're like, we just got to beat. It's a more money kind of mind space where, like you said, it's short-term thinking.
Yeah. Could I go back to Raven? Says we were paying $1,200 here for a 3-bedroom, a dining room, and a mud room, but also said moving Saturday hers way. Vigor down sizing. Help me out here, Raven. Where are you? Anyway, I guess you're saying new tiny 2-bedroom is $1,500, nothing included. Where are we talking about here, Raven? Because I'm curious, going back to my $1,200 remark from earlier.
Yeah, I don't know what $1,200 a month gets you. It doesn't get you much in New York, but outside of New York City and like Jersey and stuff,
yeah,
I don't know. If you're in the middle of Pennsylvania, you might be able to get a nice, decent place for $12 a month. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but it seems like, again, with this looming AI stuff coming down, all these Gen Zers not really, up for grinding it out. They're all behind the 8 ball anyway with debt and everything else. It just feels like we're in a not ideal situation, and I would love.
Well, what's the outcome then? Let's say, all right, so they don't get jobs. They stay home. They live at home till whenever. Means if they don't get jobs, they're not spending a lot on whatever they need. Maybe costs will go down for stuff. I don't know. Like demand will be low. Supply will be high. So cost.
But let's be honest, as we're running down the barrel of the first presidential debate coming up next week, next Thursday it is, I believe.
Robin, I'm with you with Bernie. I was with you.
Yeah, Bernie's message was not terrible. It wasn't bad.
I would have voted. I want, if Bernie was the leader of the party, I would. Yeah, let's go Bernie. I worry
about him when it comes to diplomacy and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if he would have made a great president, but he was a wonderful speaker, and he pointed out an issue that is still a problem that nobody gives a shit about.
Yeah, I don't see any reason to doubt his diplomacy abilities. I didn't see anything. I mean, I didn't see anything good or bad. I don't know.
I don't know if he's a president, but like what kills me, and Christine, and I'm not slamming Christine here, but she just runs out with Bernie as a socialist, and this is a common theme in our society today. It just label somebody and just move on. But the fact of the matter remains is the distribution of wealth is in a bad place. Again, go back and look it up. Like I'm telling you, I'm giving you facts here of economics. You go look at 1954 to 73, look at where the economy is and how the wealth was distributed in the country. And then you look at now, and we have like it's such a fucking problem. It's such a problem. And I'm just worried about it. I'm not worried about it for me. I'm going to die and be just fine. But, my kids and their kids, I don't know what the world is going to look like for them, because it just seems like we are really vigorously trending in the wrong direction. I don't know. Like my son is at the age now where he's starting to be like talking about what he wants to be when he grows up, and all of those. I'm like, I don't know if he can make a living doing that, when he was like a year or two ago, he's like, I want to be a zoologist, Dad. I want to help animals. Like, how wonderful is that? But I'm like, I don't know if you're gonna. I don't know what medical is for a zoologist. Like, I don't know if you're gonna be okay.
You could. I mean, zoology. I mean, it's a science. That's. Yeah. I think that works. But
my point is, I'm sorry. My point is, let's ease off on the socialist stuff and just recognize, just from an economic standpoint, we're in trouble when the wealth isn't evenly distributed. Because if you look back historically, it's the lower class, it's the poor people that rise up and murder everybody in a revolution. And that's what happens. So in order to prevent that, you have wealth distribution. You give everybody the feeling like they can move up if they work hard. I don't know if that exists here anymore as it used to.
It's ridiculous when people say, oh, we can't have socialism in America, because socialism already exists in America. I hate to break it to a lot of people.
Well, we dabble in it, right? With Social Security, public schools.
You can't even say dabble. There's public schools. There's a list. Prisons, jails, the Peace Corps, public schools, sewer systems, fire departments, the FDA, there's a million public beaches, Amtrak, there's a million things, dams, the Department of Energy, disability insurance, the Secret Service, the sewer system.
I know.
There's a million things, welfare, state zoos, healthcare, all this stuff is socialist programs. What's it called?
But you're not advocating for full-on socialism.
No. But I'm just saying, everybody shits on programs that are considered to be socialist, but we have a ton of them in this country. I'm not saying we should become a socialist country. I'm saying that there are little bits of socialism in our economy already, and to be like, socialism is bad. It's like, well, there are programs that work, and we're doing them already. Public transportation. There's a million different examples you could point to say, well, that's a socialist thing, and we already take part of it. You're an ass. What I'm saying is, go capitalism, but there are socialist things that exist in our society, that we're already taking advantage, that people are already taking full advantage of, that nobody seems to have a problem with. But then you throw the word socialism in there, everybody goes, "Oh my God, socialism!" It's like, no, there are public If we would change the word socialism to public programs, does that help? Does the word change?
Public sounds better than social. Yeah, public.
Okay, public programs. I mean,
if we change Social Security to public security, I think everybody would be fine.
Is that better?
Yeah, it would be way better. It would be way better.
Mean, it's such a narrow view. They go, "Oh, socialism is bad. Let me get on this bus and go to the zoo while the snow gets cleaned up right in front of them." It's like there's three examples of socialism in progress right there. They take your tax money, they put it towards public services. That's what it is.
Yeah. So here's Christine, and you guys are saying the same thing. You have some socialist
I'm not
programs.
saying
You can't go fully socialist. We're all on the same page there.
I'm saying there are some things that are socialist programs, and so you can't sit there and go, socialism's bad. Some of it, you can't go full on socialism, but there are programs that work.
AB says the average one bedroom in LA is $1,600 to $2,000 and up. LA's out of control. San Francisco, anywhere the tech bubble is, there was like a little 1-bedroom shack shithole that was like $2 million or something. That was the big story a couple of weeks ago. It's out of control. Some of these housing market, what's crazy is like what's happening in housing is so all over the place in the country, depending on where you are. But all right,
how am I way off? I don't understand how I'm way off.
No, you're off.
Am I?
You're way off.
All right.
VR shoes, Frankie C.
This is like what you look at this and you go, yeah. How did just put it on your feet? Because I'm sorry. Explain. You can explain it.
No, okay. You go. You have.
All right. So a while ago, a few months ago, we were talking about that Disney came up with the floor, right? It was like looked like a floor with like beads all over the floor, and you would walk on it, and it would be like a virtual reality thing where you walk, where you could walk around, but you're staying in one spot in real life. Now these VR shoes are basically just shoes with like the rolly things on the bottom of the shoes. And you see a video of the guy wearing the headset and just walking in place, like basically like he's wearing roller skates, but you can go in any direction, and he's not really going anywhere in real life, but he's playing the game. And it was really, that makes sense.
Yeah, here it is. Right
you have the video?
Yeah, put it up. Yeah. There's a guy walking around.
Boom. I mean, you got to see he's going, like he's not exactly staying in one place. I would maybe try to, I don't know, put like a velvet rope around you or something. So you don't, like you're not exactly staying in one spot, but you gotta watch that you don't step off that floor or something. But other than that, it makes sense. It looks like it's working okay. Just gotta watch out you don't step off the thing.
Yeah, kudos to the Free Aim people. They're the ones who have developed this this shoe here. I mean, it looks a little. I don't know how your side to side movement is. It looks a little. Oh, I mean, he's moving pretty fluently though when you look at it.
Yeah, but then it looks like he's moving backwards a little. You say like, looks like he's moonwalking if he's not careful. If he kept going that way, he'd go off the edge. But other than that, I mean, it looks like it's working pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, if this is like a first edition, it's pretty darn good, and it probably costs a hell of a lot less than the Disney floor.
So you know what you need here? You need a little belt with like a bungee cord hooked right into the ceiling above your head. So as you walk forward, it like kind of pulls you back a little bit.
Yeah.
So hold you in the middle of that floor.
I think this will also keep everybody from becoming fat fucks while they just sit on their couch, eat Doritos, and play video games like this.
Right? Yeah, doing some exercise. And I'm sure there are games that, you could do a little more action and like ducking and maybe running and stuff. Who the hell knows?
Well, have you seen the, this is, because all the ads that we get now on social are all basically because of what you consume. And because I'm like watch everything hockey, I get the ad all the time for the virtual hockey goalie. Have you seen that? The hockey trainer?
I saw something like that. What is this?
Yeah, it's like you put the mask on, and then I guess you hold the controllers in your hands like a stick and a glove, and you just like they shoot on you and everything, and you can just. And I think you could also do like a shooter, and you could pass and all that kind of stuff.
I'd throw a remote right through a wall or something.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
it'd get violent. I'd like kick. I mean, I do that in my sleep anyway, but if I'm like in my living room, I'm gonna slide across the floor like into a wall.
But could you imagine though if you had something like that and where you could slide like skates back and forth and like act like you're skating and everything? That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool. I'm in.
Yeah, I would like that. So kudos to the Free Aim people. Gonna keep our eye on those motherfuckers and see what they come up with. How much do you think a shoe like that's gonna be?
I would say anywhere, but it's probably like $1,000 for the set.
To get it going, yeah.
Just for the shoes, and then you got to buy the game and the headset and all that shit.
I don't like these shooter games. I get anxiety from like sneaking around the corner and then you turn around and there's somebody that
That's supposed to. It's war games. You're supposed to.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
I hate it.
No, well, you don't have to like it.
Have you ever played I mean, I don't know if you play video games, but
I play on my phone. Like I play Fortnite every now and then, but I don't play like Call of Duty. I used to play Call of Duty way back in the day when it was like PlayStation 2. And it was like, I don't even know if it was PlayStation, Nintendo, whatever the hell it was. When you didn't have a headset and you were just playing the game and you didn't talk to anybody. It wasn't hooked up to the internet, is my point. It was just a game that lived on the CD by itself.
Right.
It wasn't connected to anything. It was Call of Duty, like the original Call of Duty. I played that. And then I stopped playing video games, and like 10 years later, they came out with everything's on the internet and you could talk to people.
What was the one? Was it Tom Clancy? Didn't he have a game, the author, where you would SEAL Team 6 maybe or something like that?
Oh, I don't
remember those. I remember playing those on like the computer, like the actual with like a keyboard and everything.
Yeah,
those
that's what that annoyed me. The computer playing on like a keyboard. Because it was like you have to press forward for like the arrow keys and then press S to shoot. And I'm like, I can't be doing that. Yeah. I need a controller in my hand.
I can just remember going on a mission to rescue somebody out of a compound and having to like sniper people and kill people and you would just do all these little things and you get to like this one point somebody would kill you and you'd be like 2.5 hours worth of work just down the drain. It was so
it was a giant waste of time.
Yeah. Oh, I hate those games. I don't know how people play those games. You love those. By the way, kudos to our military because they're doing that in actual real life. I can't
real life
imagine.
And yeah, I don't know how it's got the nerves of steel that they have to have.
I can't handle the video game version, and these people are out there doing it for real. It's unbelievable to me.
Yeah.
That's why give me Mario Kart any fucking day. Like that to me is a video game,
Throwing turtle shells at people. That's banana peels and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rainbow Road.
Yeah. J-Lo's on vacation by herself, not with Ben Affleck. In fact, I think he's back here doing press because I just saw him do an interview with Kevin Hart.
Is she J-Lone?
She's J-Lone, and she's up in Italy, and there was just paparazzi shots of her like taking selfies of like her ass. I don't know if she's sending those to Ben being like I miss you or sending those to new dudes or what she's doing, but it doesn't look good for the Ben Affleck.
Check her social media. There's shots of her ass. That's what that is.
I didn't look at Instagram. I gotta look. By the way, and then they got shots of her like getting up and leaning over. She looks amazing. Like she is fucking hot still. Like she still got it.
Yeah, she's like the same age as the Golden Girls.
That's fucking scary. Is that right?
Weird? Something like that.
All right, I just checked for everybody. There's no ass shots on Instagram yet.
All right.
But it did just happen earlier today in Italy, so who knows? Time difference, could be there.
She could be asleep. I don't know what time it is over there.
Have you seen the Hawk 2 girl?
What the hell is that?
I can't believe how much this has taken off.
I thought it was when you see the meme, because right now it's a meme, it's a still image. When you see the meme, I'm going, is there a spit coming out? You don't see anything. So I tracked down the video. I looked at the video, and she just says Hawk 2.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she doesn't even spit. What is this? What is the point of this? And it's like everywhere.
Isn't it crazy?
Understand. Like she doesn't even spit, right? Nothing comes out.
She just says Hawk 2. Yeah, and it just, I don't know what happened, but it struck a chord, and it's the most viral thing so far of the year.
Oh, man. Do better, internet. Come on. What are we doing?
Why, you don't think it's good? I mean, people want to talk about it. Women are talking about it on my feed all the time. Dudes are talking about it.
What do they say when you say talking about it? What are they saying?
I'll see women. It's both sides. I'll see women who come on and go, thank God she said something. Like we need to be doing this.
Something? What is the point of it? I don't understand what is the story of this video? Like what is the whole thing?
I think it was one of those street interviews where people are just on, TikTok or Instagram and they're doing street interviews and they probably, I saw the video, but by the way, just goes to show you how your old pal Ann can spot a trend. I saw the video, she went Hawk 2, and I'm like, okay. And I just kept going. I didn't give a shit, like whatever.
Yeah, because it doesn't, I don't get the appeal. Like what is, I don't understand.
I don't know.
Why are people talking about it?
Aren't you I'm fascinated by this. Aren't you fascinated by that?
No, because I am fascinated by the fact that there are other memes out there and things that make sense and have, funny things about them, or there's a thing of wisdom to it, or there's a phrase. This, I feel like there's no purpose. I don't get it. I don't get this one.
You got to spit on that dick, man. That's what
Is
it's
that
about.
what it is?
Oh yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah,
No.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. There's your answer.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you didn't know that? I'm sorry. I thought
No,
you knew.
I thought you were just saying this. I didn't know why she was saying.
Oh, like just spitting? Oh yeah, no, she meant
I
spit
didn't know
on
what
it.
that. Oh,
Yeah, get in there and get it wet.
good Lord. Take it, jeez.
Yeah, which by the way, I'm going to I don't know if I'm allowed to speak for men here. I'm going to speak for myself. No, I don't need that. We don't need that. I'm going to say, I'm going to be honest with you. If I was with a girl and she like spit on it, I'd be like, okay, this is our last date.
Well, now it's a funny meme, so it's ruined for everybody.
Yeah. Well, yeah, totally. That's why we talked about this a little while ago with the whole spitting in the mouth thing. I just don't know what the spitting appeal is in sexual acts. I don't find it. And I know
everybody's got their thing.
I guess so, because when you think about it, if you make out with somebody, you're swapping that same saliva. I don't know what it is that's broken in here that when it just gets ejected from one to the other, it grosses me out.
I think you have the thought. Gross warning for everyone. I think when you think of someone spitting, there's an element of phlegm involved.
Yeah. Yes.
And that's gross.
Yep.
I don't want to. I mean, ew.
We're not men.
No, we are not. But yeah, I don't know.
So that's the hot too, bro.
It's like the old Jerry Seinfeld thing. He goes, "We will kiss a person on the head, but pluck one of those hairs out, and it's the grossest thing in the world. That hair winds up in your food. You got to send everything back." And
it's true. But it's really true.
Spit's gross.
Have you seen the Hawk 2 girl? I've seen Brian. The Hawk 2 girl meme was released to distract us from JT's alleged DWI. That's true. Have you seen when they do the election things where it's like name 1 and name 2 and then the year? They've developed that for Hawk 2. It's Hawk, and then 2, and then 24 on it. Yeah, and it's supposedly selling like hotcakes.
I don't know if this girl meant for, but she's going to be known for this.
She's going to be the Hawk 2 girl for a long time. And you know what's crazy about TikTok? Because this all started on TikTok. They find these people, right? Like I don't know what it is, but they find who the original person is so quickly.
They track them down, man.
They just track them. Yeah.
Well, someone, I'm sure, out of the millions of people has a facial recognition thing. You put out one video, it's like, oh, they'll track it.
Yeah, for sure. So,
but I didn't know that was the origin. I didn't know that's what was being discussed in that video.
Yeah, because I think it was one of those things like, what do you like, or what's the key to finding a husband or something, or a man or something like that? And she was like, ladies, Hawk 2, that, and that's kind of. God. I don't remember it exactly, but I remember because I watched it. But that's kind of the gist of it.
All righty.
But then you have women that are like, oh, you got to do it. Like, thank God she said something. And then there's other women that are like, this is ridiculous. You don't need to be doing that. And it's just like it becomes this whole huge debate thing. It's weird where we are now.
Just everybody do your own,
Oh, yeah, that's fine. But I'm saying it's funny how some person can say something and then it just sparks this chain reaction and everybody just coming with their point of view. And it just keeps it going and it makes it bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's so funny how that happens.
Yeah.
And to your point, excuse me, how you missed it. I still don't know what the hell was going on a couple of weeks ago with the guy who was jerking off at the gas station with the gas pump up his ass. Did you see that?
What?
You didn't see that?
No. What the hell was that? What?
I don't know why we never spoke about it. Other than I just couldn't. I saw it a couple of times. First of all, I saw. Here's what's funny about this. I saw reactions to it. Well, yeah. I saw so many people goofing on it. I saw drawings of it at first, and I'm like, what is this? And then I did catch the original video, and I was like, oh my God, this really happened? And then I couldn't understand why. And then I started to want to look into why. And then I just was like, I'm not going to look into why this is happening. But the video is, it's a guy, please, in the live chat, people, somebody help me out here. It's a guy's like filming out the window, and it's this guy at a gas station, and he took the pump out of the thing and he shoves it up his ass and he's jerking off at the same time. By YouTube, by the way. We're definitely, we got suspended back off Facebook again.
Perfect.
Yeah. And
we're right where we want to be.
Yeah. And he yells at the guy, and the guy like pulls the thing out and stops. And I'm just, and this is like in broad daylight. It's like in the middle of the day. And I'm like, oh my God, is this real? And
now, did he pay at the pump, or did he have to go inside and pay at the register? I'm gonna fill it up on number 4, please.
The new meaning to fill it up. You know what I'm saying?
Now, did he stop because he heard the ding, and the pump just, it just clicks when you're full?
No, he stopped because the guy yelled at him. But that's very funny. Yeah. Right. I'm terrified because it's been about 14 seconds and nobody has said, yeah, and I saw that video too.
Yeah, I don't know where you tracked this, what site you were on and tracked this video.
No, I'm on TikTok. It was, oh no, you know what? I don't think I saw that on TikTok. I think I saw it on Instagram. TikTok is really good about pulling down lewd acts. Instagram's a little slower.
How often do you think they wash those pumps? Is it just getting washed with the rain? Do they even hose them down? Anything?
I don't think so. You think they clean those things? I don't think so.
Just go out there with a rag or something. You think that one got cleaned?
Oh, shit. I hope so. Can I just say this?
Do we know where it was?
So we could avoid it forever?
So we could avoid that pump?
Still nobody in the live chat has owned up to seeing this video. There's not enough cleaning in the world right now. There's just not enough cleaning.
Oh, I couldn't agree more.
Right?
Yeah. Clean why aren't we cleaning everything all the time?
The hotel that I stayed at in Fort Lauderdale was beautiful, like 5-star hotel. Like, we honestly shouldn't have been there. We got a deal on it. That's why we were there, but we shouldn't have been there. And even at this gorgeous resort, I looked up at the ceiling fan and noticed just a little caking of dust on the ceiling fan. And I'm like,
yeah, they're not doing that ceiling fan.
For this much money, look, if you're at
First of all, what hotel has a ceiling fan in the
Oh yeah, there was a ceiling. There was 2, I think, in the hotel.
Air conditioning?
No, yeah, there was air conditioning, but they had like a little ceiling fan up there.
I don't think I've ever seen a ceiling fan in a hotel.
I'll tell you what else I noticed. Some dust was in the room, in the bathroom, in the vent in the bathroom. Bit of dust up there.
Yeah, I think all hotel rooms should operate like a stove, like an oven. Once you close the door. You close the door, you hit self-clean. You can't go in there for 4 or 5 hours. The room fills up with soap and water, sloshes around, empties out, and you're good to go. Everything's nailed to the ground or wherever. And then you go in and you're done. Dries.
Long pumps only.
Boom.
It dries on its own. That would be nice.
That's it. I think every room should have that.
Can one person in the chat, even if you're lying, just say, yeah, and I saw that video too. Please, for my own sanity. But there's not enough cleaning. So
did the guy even have a car?
No, I mean, maybe, but it didn't look like it.
He was just at the pump, no car. It's like, you know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, just
out of nowhere. That's
I know I'm on the internet more than most, but this is really bothering me that people are. I'll try and find it. How do I Google this? Gas pump up the ass guy?
I wouldn't do that. Maybe I don't know, man.
All right, I just put gas pump up, and bum is the first. Let me show the people. Bum is the first thing.
Well, what else is it going to be up?
That's true. All right, here's a bunch of versions of this.
Upstate.
Let me see if this is. Oh no, this does not look like a. Yeah, here, man was caught shoving gasoline pump nozzle up his anus while playing with himself. Oh, Italy? Oh, this is not good for our people, Frank.
I think it's a step up.
All right. Will you settle for what's happening here?
Was he filling up his Vespa?
Maybe.
Maybe he needed to clean out after so much antipasta. You got to clean house. He was going for the $3.49 a gallon enema.
Who thinks what? Don't you just want to hang out with this guy?
No.
Don't you just gonna go? What happened that you got here?
Yeah. What were the circumstances that brought you to this moment?
What led you to this?
What happened to you? What was going on yesterday? Just walk me through yesterday.
What was your Tuesday like if this was your Wednesday?
I mean, there's got to be a chain of reaction, just a chain reaction of events that led you to, I'm going to get up today. Did you walk by this gas station and it was a spur of the moment thought? Or did you wake up this morning going, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to walk by that gas station that's a few blocks from my house and just do that. Or is this something you've always wanted to try and you were dared into it? Or is it a bucket list thing? Or are you just completely off, something's wrong upstairs?
These are all good questions. Okay, now now it's like I feel like it's been scrapped from the internet and that's a concern. All right, you know
what?
Was
it an AI video? Maybe it didn't actually happen.
Well, when you start to see, that's the thing.
Count his fingers. count the nozzles that are going up.
All right, here's a photograph of it.
I don't want to see a photo. Come on.
There it is.
Okay, thank you.
That's the dude. So it was real.
Was it diesel?
It was diesel. It was diesel.
Make sure it's unleaded because otherwise it's not healthy.
Have you ever put anything in your car other than the lowest? What is it? 89?
Absolutely, 89.
Who's putting 93 in their car? Who?
I don't. Why?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sure there's some rich people that are like, my fucking.
I'm sure there's some difference that it makes. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but
blow me. I'm not fucking doing it.
I'd rather shove the thing up my ass and.
Yeah. All right, Frank. End of cleanse week for me. Was rough. This was rough.
Mm-hmm.
This was really like.
How do you feel?
I feel better. I feel good. I feel like I have a ton of energy.
It's good.
But the smell of any kind of food, a food picture, and it sends me. I feel like I have a drug problem.
Oh, you're addicted to
food.
Eating good food. Everybody, you like good food. That's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I wouldn't say good food.
All right.
any food.
So now, what does this mean? You're at the end of the cleanse. Does this mean back to whatever you want, or is it like now you're gonna eat different?
No, I have to see. That's what I'm worried about, and that's what I'm struggling with right now. Because so tonight, my daughter had a friend over, and so my wife is like, we got to feed them. Can you get pizza? Like,
Mm-hmm.
we couldn't. We asked the friend if she wanted a liver cleansing salad. She was 6. She was like, what? No, but we were like, we got pizza. So I went and picked up the pizza, and which is where my pizza guy story comes from. And I was in the car alone with the pizza and 6 garlic knots, and just the smell of it. Honestly, I always have a problem with food. I've always had a problem with food. But for the first time ever, I feel like I'm really coming face to face with it, where it's like, this is really what a drug addict or an alcoholic must feel like.
So now you're in the car with this food. Were you able to get home without opening it up?
I didn't eat. Yeah. But old Anthony would have polished off a slice on the way home, and I didn't do that.
Nuts.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this: that pizza is still sitting, in the dining room downstairs, and I'm still fighting that.
You didn't have any?
No, because the last night. Okay, so here's the thing: so the last day of the cleanse, because you basically don't eat any fats or protein the entire week. Like that's what as we were going through it, I'm like, oh, there's no fat or protein in any of this. It's literally just vegetables and spinach and that kind of stuff.
You're eating what food eats.
Basically, yeah, because there's no like you would have all these salads and you could squeeze a lemon on it, no oil, and I'm like, oh,
That's
there's
fat.
just
Yeah.
there's no fats and there's no cheat, nothing in any of it. So on the last day, you get to eat a half an avocado. You get to put a half an avocado in the salad. Do you know how amazing the avocado tasted?
I
It
bet.
was like endless. So anyway, to answer your question, now I've done this. I've tortured myself for a week, and it's like, can I eat a pizza tomorrow? Like I'll feel so even okay. So I'll be totally honest with you. I really had my weakest moment today because I was running around doing a bunch of things, and like I was home. I went and got Cuddles from work. I got a car in the shop. So we have one car. So I'm running back and forth from home to pick people up, pick kids up, do all that crap. And I had to go run and drop something off. And I grabbed an apple to eat and I take a bite out of it. And it was just mealy and gross. I guess we just got one bad one because we just bought all these apples. And so I didn't eat it. And it was about like 2 or 3 hours before I was getting back home. And I was in such a like I was so fucking hungry, but there was nowhere to grab food. And so when she was like, get pizza, that was at the lowest point for me where I was like,
But
I'm ready to
you
break
held
this.
strong.
I did because of her. I can't do anything without her. Cuddles kept me on the straight and narrow there.
Is Cuddles on the cleanse as well, or is it just you?
Yeah, no, she did it. She did it the whole week. I was really proud of her and gave up coffee, no
Wow.
wine, alcohol, nothing.
Now, did you do like a weigh-in thing? Did you lose
No.
you lose some? Okay.
No, I think she's doing it. I refuse to do it because I just want to be a bit healthier. That's really it. It's
Right.
not about a number for me. I think I'll feel it I'll feel it when it is. If I start to get caught up in numbers, then I won't do well,
Right. I got you.
But I got to try and obviously eat because now I feel like I put all this work in and I don't want to blow it tomorrow. But at the same time, my fucking head is just like, let's get a bucket of fried chicken. Let's fucking do it.
Don't listen to him, man.
It's
The head
tough.
it could betray you.
It's tough. And I'm going to count on you to make this not turn into a health podcast where I just cry about food all the time. I promise you that's not going to be it. But I just feel like we talked about the cleanse thing and we might as well just wrap it up. We did go through the whole week and we followed it all the way through. And I do feel like I got a lot of energy. But I definitely need to just start eating a little more and just healthier.
Well, yeah. Now you're doing the salad thing. You throw a little grilled chicken in there or something.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But it's weird though because I feel honestly like I don't know if I can eat more spinach after this week. Like spinach was in everything.
Well, now can you cook it?
Yeah. Well, now I can do whatever I want. It's not.
So now you cook the spinach and it'll be a little better.
It'll be a little bit better, and the salad will be a little bit better with a little oil and vinegar, which is obviously healthier than having like a big thing of blue cheese and disgusting ranch and that kind of shit.
Right.
So, but I'll try. But the thing is, I mean, and you know this about me too. Like I dropped like 50 pounds twice in my life, and it was relatively easy.
Yeah.
Once I set my mind to it, it was not that hard to do.
Right.
This time around, I'm kind of like, I don't know, because I feel like I'm older and I feel like fuck it, but at the same time,
like, I could have a thing. What the hell?
Yeah, that's kind of the way you feel. You're like, fuck it.
Yeah.
But it's a strange, bizarre struggle. So anyway, I'm in the pizzeria picking up the pizza.
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm telling you. Picture Ralph Cramden if he lived now in 2024 as a young like he's not Ralph Cramden yet, but he's growing into it.
He will become.
He will be Ralph Cramden. This guy, kind of slightly balding a little bit, he's sitting at a table and he's eating pizza across from another guy. Could have been his younger brother, could have been a friend. I'm not entirely sure. And he's got the pizza folded up like this. And he takes a bite of the pizza. I caught him early on. I don't know if I caught him in first bite, but I caught him in second bite for sure. When I walked in, he takes a bite of the pizza and he goes like this. He's chewing and he's just like bobbing his head. And he's looking at the guy in front of him. And he's like, it's good. And I caught it. I'm like, all right. And I'm waiting now because they're on the phone. Nobody can help me because they're on the phone dealing with some customer. There's some issue, so I'm just standing there waiting. And no big deal. I'm just standing there, and I look around. I look back at him, and I see him take another bite, and he nods again like this.
This bite's better than the last bite.
And he's looking at the guy. I watched him eat the entire slice. He nodded after every single bite. After every bite.
Was the guy talking to him and he was listening to the story?
No. The other guy didn't say 2 words. By the way, they the whole time, 16 words. They exchanged 16 words with each other.
Did you check for earpods?
There was no earpod. No. Yeah, I would have caught that. No.
All right. He wasn't bopping the music.
He literally acknowledged how delicious it was with a head bob after every single bite. Could you imagine being friends with this person?
No.
You have a weird eating thing. You would have shook this guy to death, I feel like. You would have been like, stop.
My weird eating thing is obnoxiousness. Whenever there's a noise being made that could not be made just as easily, I freak out. I can't with the noise when people eat. The chewing, the lip smacking, that drives me up a wall. I get it. Like if I hear an animal eat, that doesn't bother me. It's the same noise essentially.
I know,
but I know animals. But I know animals. They can't help it. They don't. They're not.
Yeah.
You can help. You just close your mouth and chew your food. That's my whole thing. It bothers me when people.
What do you think about head bobbing guy?
It wouldn't annoy me as much as the loud chewing.
By the third head bob, I had to watch him for the rest of the slice to confirm that this is what he does.
He hooked you in. Was there a camera on him? Was he doing a video of some sort?
And the other guy didn't say 2 words. The only talk they had was, like in the pizza places where every pizza place has like, you just go and grab a slice and eat it section. And then there's like the section where you can get like a menu and have like pasta and chicken and all that stuff. In between there's like glass, and this glass had like a little design on it. The only conversation they had was he said something about the design on the glass, and that was it. He took a bite and then went back to bombing. It was fucking I've never seen anything like it.
Was the other guy doing anything weird?
Nothing. He just eating his pizza.
Was it a particularly what was the pizza he was eating?
Oh, I think it was like a chicken parm slice. And this place puts a little ricotta on the chicken parm slices. It was pretty good. Yeah.
The guy was enjoying it, man. That's a sign. That's a sign that he was really didn't care about anybody. He just honed in on his pizza and he was just enjoying he was living in the moment.
Did you order a Snapple? Because I think everybody heard it.
Aaron walked by and I went, "Can you get me a Snapple?" She got me a Snapple. Rain, good stuff. 45% less sugar.
Oh, thank you. And 45% more rain. Apparently, that's a nice little thing. All right. So last thing, and Erin's here. We'll bring her. She's up whenever she's ready to come on.
Okay.
We have to discuss urinal etiquette. This is important.
Oh boy.
I had a little sticky situation this week because I'm doing this cleanse and I'm just drinking lemon water and not eating really. I'm peeing every 10 seconds. So I was out this week and I stopped to go to the bathroom. I go into this place. I walk into the bathroom. There's 3 urinals. They're pretty tight. They're pretty close together. Okay.
Divider?
There's a divider.
Okay.
I go in, nobody's there. I use the urinal. I go to the sink. As I'm going to the sink, some guy walks in.
Okay.
Now I'm washing my hands. Guy is behind me to the left. Okay. I go to grab the towel and I turn around like this innocently. And I don't know why, but I go right to where his junk would be. And as I'm turning, he's turning, coming off of his urinal experience. He's turning around. He turns and zips. And then I look up at him and he gives me a dirty look like, why are you looking at me? And I don't even know why I'm looking, because and in my head I'm going, wait, have you not zipped yet? Like it's kind of all happening.
You
Matrix
zip
slow motion
before you
style.
turn.
Thank you.
You zip as you're facing the urinal. That's when you zip up.
You zip, then turn. He turned and zipped.
No, zip, then turn. No good.
Thank you. I mean, we're not savages.
Yeah, we're living in a society, people. What are we doing here?
Thank you.
No, you don't. This isn't your house. You finish your business in the urinal, and you go to the sink.
He turned, everything was wide open. I mean, it wasn't like a semi-closed natural flush. It was like it was a circular opening. And then
circular opening.
And by the way, the loudest zipper I have ever heard in my entire life. Like so loud.
Zipping a gym bag. A winter coat.
It sounded like when they zip up a body bag, you know, that heavy zipper.
That's brutal.
Yeah. I know.
That's on him. That's not, I mean,
thank you.
It's a weird, yeah, you know, especially if someone else is in, if no one's in there, you know, okay, you
can let that slide. Yeah, right. Sure.
But he knows you're there.
Yeah.
And you're probably standing in front of a mirror. It's not, yeah, that's not cool.
The look he gave me, like, what's your problem? Like, I was like,
zip up, my friend. Zip up.
I'm the victim in this scenario, right?
You are definitely the victim. You very little you can do in that situation. The guy turned around, still mid process.
Yeah,
you can't pull out of the stall until your car is completely finished.
Thank you.
You know, once you have to complete the oil change, then the car comes off the rack.
Thank you. He literally drove out of the gas station with the pump still in his gas tank.
In his asshole. Put the pump back, take the pump out of your asshole, zip up your pants, put the pump back, then go. That's just proper etiquette.
The disgust in his face, though, is what really angered me, because I'm like, you're the one causing the problem here.
Disgust in his face.
You know what I mean?
Did he wash? Did he wash his hands?
Yeah, he must have, because he didn't follow me right out. I would have heard him coming out.
I just wanted to know if he followed. At least he did that. Like the etiquette. How bad was his overall etiquette?
Oh no, yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point. He probably isn't. He probably only did it. I bet you he's the kind of guy that don't wash if there's nobody in the room. If there's nobody in the room, he probably just beelines it right out of there, never washes.
That bothers me so much.
Me too.
See, you know, you're in the bathroom and someone just walks right out without even stopping at the sink.
Yeah.
And you're like, come on, man.
You gotta be there.
I don't know who you are, but I would never want to interact with you.
It's awful. It's real. And you know, when I go to the urinal, I mean, I am focused. I don't even know. I don't know how, but I feel like I can turn off my peripheral vision because I'm just like here. I don't want to know.
All this is blurred.
I can't see any of it. I don't want to know what's happening. You know what I mean? It's a strict, like, you just look forward. Don't even, you know.
Yeah, that's a private moment.
I could see if he was a gay dude. If he was a gay and he was like, hey, let me show this around and see if anybody's interested. That's fine.
To be fair, I don't think that's how. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think that's how gay dudes go about their, you know, pick up guys.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Well, you don't know that either.
Gay dudes who know where all the glory holes in Lower Manhattan are might act that way. We don't know. We have no idea.
All right, I guess. I mean, if you're a gay guy who's not big on etiquette and doesn't know, you know, and is going about it the wrong way,
listen.
Then turn around, whip your junk out.
I don't approve of it, but hey, if you're gay and you're like, hey, let me see who else is interested in this, and you zip and nobody looks, and you're like, okay, he gave it a shot, no big deal.
Put the bait out there, see if I get a bite.
If he gets a bite, no problem.
No, okay.
If he turns, I look and I go, and he
gay or not gay, gay or not gay, you zip up before you turn around.
I'm just saying. I agree. I'm just saying, if he's fishing and I don't respond and he zips and we go our separate ways, no harm, no foul. It was the disgust in his face that pissed me off the most. That so he was like, what's wrong with this guy? You know?
So if he wasn't disgusted, he just turned around and zipped. You had no problem with that?
No, I would have still had an issue with the etiquette. He would have still been in the wrong.
I once worked with a guy who went to the urinal. I was in the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, then I went to the sink, and he came in, went to the urinal, which is right behind the mirrors. I'm at the sink. Here's the mirrors. And I look up, and he's at the urinal like this, standing, leaning against the wall,
Arms
like
touching the
this.
urinal, like how you do in the
Like on
shower
the
when you're
wall.
having a rough week, when you just
Yeah.
hit the shower wall. Like fuck.
Yeah, his pants, I guess, are open, and he's going, and he's just like this. I'm like, what are you doing? How do you what? It's the weirdest thing I've I've ever seen. I'm like, you're how do you control what's I don't know. I couldn't wrap
You
my
should
head
have
around that.
you should have invited him over after hours and murdered him American Psycho style, and just
That
disposed
is that what I should have done?
of that disgust in our society. Yes.
I don't even know. I mean, I appreciate you not touching, stuff if you don't need to touch stuff, but he's just like this, just hanging out against the wall, legs, like a 45-degree angle and just going. I'm like, what is happening here?
Can I tell you, I was so disgusted with his arms touching the wall that I didn't even think about what was controlling the penis.
Exactly.
He's
just going, and it's just going. And I'm like, you gotta focus on what you're doing, pal. It boggled my mind.
I do need to get my prostate checked, but I think it's the cleanse. I've been drinking a lot of water. That's really the thing. Here's the other thing too. Have you ever done this? I won't go. Okay, 3 urinals, a guy here and a guy here. The middle is open. What do?
I go. If I gotta go, I'm going.
Okay, can I tell you? I go wash my hands first. I play let me delay here. Let me spend some time here. When I hear one of you is done, I'll dry off and then I'll go hit the one that you were just at, so that we still have a little bit of a buffer.
If the urinals are uncomfortably close, then I might not do it. Like if there's the ones that are like in the wall and you gotta like stand back a little and it's like weird, then I might avoid it. But if it has like dividers and stuff, I'm fine.
You're just going in there.
I'm going because I gotta go. That's it. All right, let's do this blind top 5.
Let's go. RNC, we're ready for you.
Hey, okay. By the way, I think it was funny earlier. You kind of came close to saying back and to the left. Reminded me of JFK.
It was
I
back
want to
and
be
to
like back and to the left, like you all like watching a reel with the lights off and everyone's smoking. And just going over this. I don't know. I just have like a funny little idea of how that could be.
There's a Zapruder film in the bathroom. It's just Anthony going in slow motion, black and white.
He turns, then zips.
Right,
Look at his head over. Look at his head over here.
And then the eye contact.
Note the disgust.
The disgust as I look from his groin to his eyes. And he's zipping up. You can see the shoulder go up as he zips.
The movie will be called AOA instead of
Meanwhile, there's a window, and outside there's a guy pumping gasoline into his ass. It's the weirdest film you've ever seen.
It sounds like a good movie, though. I'd go see it.
All right, I have to get a pen. I'm missing a pen. All right,
All right.
Blind top 5. Hold on.
All right, go ahead, Aaron. You explain while he's getting a pen.
So people, fans and AOAers have submitted cocktails for the summer, and there are 10 of them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to name the title of the I don't know. Sorry, Frank's coming in here looking for a pen. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know whether okay. Sorry.
Is he zippered up? That's all I want to know.
I don't know what he's doing. Okay, so I will name the title. I will give the ingredients, and then do you want to know who submitted it one at a time or when we're done? I don't know. That's up to you, Ann. You're in charge.
I don't want to know before we rank it.
Okay, cool. So when we're done completely, I'll tell you who gave what.
Yeah. Do you want to do it after we say the ranking, or do you want to do it at the end? Wrap it all up.
That's up to you.
What do you think, Frank? Should we reveal who submitted the cocktail after we rank it, or after we've done the whole blind top 5?
All right, say that again. My headphones fell
Oh
out.
my god, you're writing the AOA JFK movie in your head. You can't
I
even.
am. Oh man, it's writing itself basically.
Do you want to know who submitted the cocktail after we rank it every time, or at the
I think
end?
at the end.
She'll just do a whole rundown of all of them.
I think we reveal at the end.
Okay. All right. That's the plan then.
Right? I mean, are we good with that?
That's fine. Let's do it that way.
All right.
Okay. So I'm going to start with the longest one, and because this one has a lot of ingredients, but this is the longest one. So for those of you who've never played, number your paper 1 to 10, and without knowing what the next one is, decide how high, with 1 being the best and 10 being the least favorite, you would like this particular cocktail, and then we're just going to go and do 10 of them. So the
Nice.
first one
10.
is called a rhubarb mint mojito, which I renamed because I like clever names. I'm a rhubarby girl. So first, you're going to make a rhubarb mint simple syrup out of chopped rhubarb, sugar, water, and fresh mint. You set that aside. Then you get 2 ounces of lime juice, 1.5 ounces of white rum, a splash of soda water. You add that simple syrup that you made, and you do a stalk of rhubarb for garnish, but of course that's optional.
Wow.
That is fancy. Let me tell you something. I like that a lot because it's summery, like rhubarb, and then the mint is cooling, and then the lime juice. It's very summery. That's very
sounds nice.
summery.
I don't think I've ever had rhubarb anything. Is it like a sweet kind of a thing?
Well, it's tart, I think,
Yeah,
but
it's
when you have
tart.
the simple syrup, it'll sweeten it out a bit.
All right.
What was the alcohol? Mojito, you said, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
It sounds really good.
It's very unique, which I like a lot.
Rhubarb is spelled with an H or something in there.
There's an H in there somewhere.
All right, I'm gonna put it where I feel like putting it.
Did you put it after the U like I did?
No.
Oh, no.
RHU.
That's right.
Fuck. RUH.
Rhubarby girl. I put it number 4.
Oh, me too.
Hey.
Me too. For number 4.
Excellent.
Yeah, nice. Oh, look at it. Look at Mercury 4, Oceani 4. We're not going to read all these because we got 10 to get through. But
Robinson
that's
8.
interesting.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. Good start. I like that one. That sounded really good.
All right, Aaron, what's next?
Okay, the next one is called the Justice Juicer. This may be by who you think, but it also may not be. I'm serious.
Oh.
This could be somebody trying to throw you off. But
interesting.
No matter who submitted it, it is now it is Malibu rum with pineapple juice and then coconut liqueur.
Ooh, this is tropical.
That sounds really good.
And amazing.
And even if Miss Justice didn't submit it, it's in her namesake.
That adds to it.
I do like Miss Justice a lot.
I'm going. Oh man, this is rough. Justice Juicer, it's called.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm going 3 because it sounds very tropical and very good. See, usually this early in the game, I'm not going very close to number 1, but these all sound really good.
You're creeping up there, yeah. I almost put it at 3, but I love pina coladas, and this sounds like a little bit of a little pina colada. I put it at 2.
Wow, look at that.
I went real high with it.
All right, let's see. In the chat, we got Mercury 3, Paul 8, 3, 5, 2. All right, Mercury changed to 2, I think. Paul 9. Okay, not a big fan of that one, I guess. Oceani 5. This 2 really good ones right out of the gate, I think.
Yeah, these are really good. I don't know how you're going to beat these. All right, Aaron, we're ready for number 3.
Okay, let me try to beat those with Nightstand Punch. Guaranteed to make Frank punch his nightstand.
It's not hard to do.
Holy shit. Oh, I got to know who came up with that. Go ahead, Aaron.
This is vodka with lemonade, grenadine, and then it said, I'm repeating this verbatim, splash of raspberry lavender and elderberry. And while I know what elderberry is, that's like Saint Germain or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what raspberry lavender is. I don't know how you make it. I don't know how you find it. So that's on you.
Is it raspberry, lavender?
No.
Like two different.
No.
It's raspberry
No.
lavender.
That's what was submitted.
Okay. On top of that being the best name so far, it sounds like a really good cocktail too.
Oh man, it does. I can't picture putting anything that lower than a 5 on this whole.
I know.
In this whole game, I can't go low. And the punch, was it called Nightstand Punch?
Nightstand Punch. I have to put that at number 1. I'm sorry.
Me too.
I can't believe
that at
you
1
are.
Too. Yeah.
Oh, we're making such a mistake. We're gonna get killed.
Screwed here.
Nightstand Punch is so good.
Yeah. Nightstand Punch is in my number 1. I very rarely give the number 1 spot away so quick.
You don't.
But there it is, number 1.
Yeah, I got 1, 2, and 4 taken right there. There you go. Come on.
I'm currently wrapping our nightstand in bubble wrap.
That won't save it.
No, wait, hold on a second. All right, see, hold on.
What?
Raven said was supposed to have a comma. Don't spoil who submitted one.
Whoops.
Or maybe she just knows. Maybe she just knows that raspberry lavender isn't a thing.
Okay, all right, we'll find out.
It could be. That's why I said it. I thought maybe raspberry. It would be raspberry and lavender, but raspberry. I don't know. Could be. Okay, number 4.
All right. Next up is peach on the beach. Peach on the beach. It's 1.5 ounces Crown Royal peach flavored whiskey, 6 ounces of iced tea, and lemon.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, peach flavored Crown Royal.
Correct.
And iced tea. So you put like peach with iced tea. That's a good combo.
This sounds like it was made for Frank and his Snapple obsession.
Yeah. Can the iced tea be Snapple? See, if I had peach Crown Royal or Royale? Royal, right?
Royal.
Is it Royale with cheese? So if I put Crown Royal peach with Snapple, then we really got something here. All right, I'm going. What was it called? Peach on the beach?
That's what it's called.
The beach. I'm putting it in 5. All my I got a lot of space. 6 through 10 is open. My number 2 spot is open, but this is interesting. These are all really good ideas, and we gotta make these. These sound amazing.
I know they sound good. I'm putting it at number 9 just because I'm voting
Not
against
peach guy?
Frank. Yeah, no, I just don't want your favorite thing to be high ranked.
Okay, thank you.
Paul's with me. He put it at
None
10.
taken. Okay.
None taken. All right, Aaron, we're ready for cocktail number 5. Midway through.
Okay, this is called the Coates Connection, and Coates is an acronym. So the ingredients are Coca-Cola, Open Coast Gin, Appleton East Rum, Triple Sec, and Smirnoff Vodka. This thing's going to have you on your ass.
Wow.
Seriously.
Or have a gas pump in your ass. Either way, it's going to be a fun night.
Same effect.
Ooh,
What was the first ingredient? Coca-Cola?
Coca-Cola, gin, rum, Triple Sec, and vodka.
Oh boy.
I
That's rough.
tell you, I recently had Appleton rum. It's delightful.
Is it what is it what's the deal with that one? Is it
It's just a good Jamaican rum that's been around for like a billion years. Yeah, it's like a hardcore Jamaican rum.
It's I mean, all these drinks sound really good, but I'm trying to. I mean, that one I feel like one of those, and I'm done. So I'm going to put that at number 7.
Sorry.
I'm going.
I'm sorry.
And I got the Coates reference. That's good. The coat rack.
Yeah,
Very
I'm
nice.
putting that at number 5 for the name and the Appleton. I'm a big fan of that one. I put that at number 5.
It was a really good one, but I feel like there's a lot going on. I'm a fan of it, but I feel like I'm going to be off my ass if I like sweeter drinks, but that's a good one. They're all good. I just got to go in order here. Okay. Whew, this is a rough one. Got a lot of that one. A lot of people put 9, 7, 7, 7, 9. Yeah, there. A lot of people are weary of this one. They're a little dangerous cocktail mix here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Just 2 notes. One, I didn't realize the Coates. I didn't get it till you said it, which is funny.
I didn't get it till I wrote it down.
Are you for real?
No,
I wrote.
didn't get it at all.
Yeah, I wrote the word coats, and I'm like, Oh, look at that.
It's in your house, the two of you.
I know. It's right
The
here.
worst. The absolute worst. Also, I think I said connection. I meant concoction. Apologies. It's
Oh,
the Coach
okay.
concoction, but I don't think that changes anybody's vote. So I'm
It's
I like
alliteration.
Coach
It counts
connection.
either way. Yeah.
I like connection. The Coats connection.
someday we'll make it. The Coats connection. Okay, the next one is called the Tropical Trinity, and that's because
Oh,
it's
boy.
a liquor and then 3 tropical additions. So, it's 1 ounce of light rum, and then you're going to add the Tropical Trinity, which is 1 ounce of peach vodka, 1 ounce, I'm sorry, half an ounce of orange liqueur, and then 3 ounces of pineapple juice and a lime wedge if you're feeling it.
Ooh, this sounds tasty.
Hmm.
What was it called? Trinity, Tropical Trinity?
That's right.
I'm gonna put that at. Too much peach vodka and all this. I'm gonna put that in.
Not a fan of the peach vodka.
No, I'm gonna put that at number 8 for me.
I got that in at 6. Tropical Trinity, right above Coats. I should have put Coats up a little higher, but just because of the name. But again, it's not it doesn't sound sweet, and I'm a big fan of the sweeter kind of drinks. But Coats is an amazing name, by the way, and I love the creativity with the using the acronym for the different.
Yeah, that was not easy to do.
No, but the Tropical Trinity sounds amazing. It sounds like right up my alley with the tropical stuff, the pineapple juice, and all that. So I'm in. Number 6. All right.
Cool.
Where did you put yours? Ant?
8. Yeah, I went 8 on that. TD Freelancer
TD
put that
Freelancer.
one at 1.
Likes that one. All right. That's your favorite so far. All right, here we go. Number 7.
Anthony, you may be happy to know there's no peach in this.
Wow.
But who knows if you'll be happy to know that it's called the duck fart. The duck fart? I didn't make that up. The only one I made up was Rhubarby Girl. Duck fart is a shot of coffee liqueur. I'm sorry, this one is the only shot. This is a shot. And you layer these. A shot of coffee liqueur, Irish cream liquor, or liqueur, I don't know, and whiskey. You layer those on top, and that creates somehow a duck fart.
Okay.
Wait, so coffee liqueur, Irish whiskey, and what was the last one?
Irish cream and then whiskey.
Oh, you're gonna have diet. You're gonna be shitting yourself after a
Coffee
fucking
liqueur,
couple of those.
Irish cream and whiskey. Oh boy.
Mm.
All right, I'm going duck fart. I'm putting it 9. Again, I'll drink it. I'll do that duck fart shot. But out of all these, I got to put it at 9 because, again, I mean, the liqueur might be sweet, but, you know, the cream, but I don't know, man. The whiskey and it's going to be heavy.
22-year-old Anthony would have had 7 of these in a night.
Yeah.
Now,
That's a rough one.
yeah, I wouldn't go near this. I'm gonna go 10.
I'd do one of these. I'd do a shot of these. This one.
I feel like I would do
Cap
it
off the night.
just for the name, though.
Yeah.
Let's all got a duck fart. Come on.
I'm in.
Yeah. But I would still go 10.
All right. I'm in at 9. All right. So right now I have 2, 8, and 10 open.
Oh, look at this. Oceanic put it at number 1. This might be an Australian thing that we don't know about.
Hey, it might be big down under.
Did you get your duck fart? Huh? Did you get your duck fart there?
That was the worst Australian accent
Sorry.
I've ever heard.
I'll leave Frank to the impressions. Go ahead, Aaron.
Leave it to the
I
professionals.
don't know if this is also something that has to do with the show that I missed, but it's called Mr. Scrunchy. Mr. Scrunchy. And it's oddly just cranberry juice and prosecco. So I don't know what's going on.
Mr. Scrunchy, like a hair scrunchie.
Yeah, like a hair thing, yeah.
Cranberry juice and prosecco.
Is cranberry juice and prosecco. I don't mean to
Farts for the
editorialize. It's just making me laugh.
I'm regretting putting duck farts at 10 because this would have been lower for me.
Duck farts for the
I don't know
tail.
what Mr. Scrunchy is, but cranberry juice and prosecco does not sound appealing to me at all.
I don't know. I could see that being okay. Like regular prosecco with a splash of I don't see that. That could be pretty good. I'm actually going to put that at 8.
Frank, we have both those things in the house. I'm going to call your bluff the minute this is over.
Let's go, baby.
I
we're
would
gonna
love to
find
see
all
you
the
make
pens
this
in the
right
house.
now and try it and
Do we have
give us a
Prosecco?
review.
I thought we did.
All right, cool. I would love it.
Um,
I'd do
I
that.
think we should drink these and then find all the pens in the house. What do you think?
Find all the pens in that.
Well, we couldn't find them.
That's true.
Right.
I got one though. We're good.
Two
So
more,
yeah,
right?
I put that at 8. What's that? 2 more to go.
More? Okay. All right.
So right now I have 2 and 10 open. Yeah.
Okay.
I have 6 and 3.
Okay.
Ooh. All right. The penultimate is called Royal Blackberry Lemonade, also known as Another Royal More Interesting Than Prince Charles. It is 1.5 ounces of Crown Royal Blackberry flavored whiskey,
Ooh.
6 ounces of lemonade, then you add fresh lemon and blackberry.
Oh boy, that sounds really good.
Yeah, that might be really refreshing. Again, I don't love flavored bourbon or whiskey or anything like that. I feel like you could flavor a vodka, not a bourbon. I feel a little weary of that. But
what was it called again? The first shorter name?
Royal Blackberry Lemonade.
Okay, just so I could write it. Royal
Blackberry flavored whiskey, lemonade, and then add both lemon and blackberry.
all right, I'm abbreviating it as RBL.
I got that in at number 2.
Ooh.
Well, I had 2 and 10 open, and that seems like a nice sweet
Yeah.
whiskey kind of a thing. I'm in.
Yeah, you can't put that at 10. Good call. I'm putting it at number 6 though, because I didn't want to put it at 3.
Okay, I could live with that.
I
Right,
also
so
feel
this
like
one-
if you're gonna serve that to me, I'd be like, just give me the regular whiskey and just put a couple more blackberries in it. You know?
Oh no, I need that blackberry infused whiskey. All right, let's see. What do we got? Last one. Now this one I have no choice. I got to put in at number 10, whatever this one is. And you got number 3 open, right?
I got number 3. Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Okay, this is the only one that people might have actually tried, because I have. It's called the Dirty Girl Scout because it's minty. It's a fluid ounce of vodka, a fluid ounce of coffee liqueur, a fluid ounce of creme de menthe, and a fluid ounce of Irish cream, and a mint leaf if you're feeling saucy.
Okay, see now
They're good.
sounds okay. It's another one of those heavier drinks that are like It's like a creamy.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't have too many of those.
That's that's up there with duck fart, I think.
Creme de menthe is something you don't fuck around with too much either. I feel like that's.
Oh my God, no. Oh my God. I made drinks for the holidays one time and everybody was like, it's like Scope with whipped cream. Everybody was so angry. It was so bad.
Could you use creme de menthe?
I remember that. It was good. I thought it was good.
Well, that's because you're nice.
Oh. It could be. But yeah, number 10. I'm good with that. The heavier drinks that are like those creamy liqueur coffee-ish drinks.
Yeah.
I could live with them being at the bottom of the list here. Duck fart and the Girl Scout one. The sweeter drinks I like at the top. So I think I'm happy with this list.
My list is terrible. The only good move I made was putting Nightstand Punch up at number 1. That was the only good thing I did. I made a risky call early, and it paid off there. But I like Justice Juicer. I think my 1 and 2 is great. I think I should have put Duck Fart up a little higher. I can't believe I'm saying that. And Codes Connections, I would have put. You know what? It's pretty good. I don't mind it.
I feel like they all sounded tasty. There wasn't one in there where I was like, ew, that sounds nasty. You know, because you can come across a drink that has just a weird combination.
Yeah.
These were all, I think they all kind of work.
I don't know if I would try the Dirty Girl Scout, to be honest with you, but all the other ones I would definitely take a pass at. I would definitely try them.
You're not a mint guy, right?
Not a mint and chocolate guy, not a mint and coffee person, really. And that, I'm telling you, that creme de menthe, I don't fuck around. Like my father, I don't know if this is a generational thing, but my father, depending on who he was around, would do a shot of creme de menthe after like dinner. Like it's, I guess,
wow.
Digestif, I guess.
Oh, and also probably like when people do what's that called, sorbet, kind
like
of
a palate
thing.
cleanser.
Yeah.
So he would do that on occasion, and I remember having it once, and it, like to Aaron's point, it's like, oh, this is like fucking Scope. This is terrible.
Mercury got errand.
Really?
Damn, I hate mint. Number one, I was
Ooh,
Aaron.
Tough go.
I
All
mean to
right,
cut
Aaron.
you
I'm
off,
curious
but-
to see who's the creators of these beverages.
Sure. Okay. So, in no particular order, the Coates concoction was submitted by someone, Laura L. Laura L. That's how she
Nice.
submitted her name. Coates concoction. The Tropical
Good job.
Trinity was our girl TD Freelancer.
Hey,
Yeah. The Rhubarb Mint Mojito was submitted by Deborah McCauley.
Nice.
The Justice Juicer was, in fact, Miss Justice. I tried to throw
hey,
it
Miss
out.
Justice. That's all right. You
Mhm.
did good.
Nice.
Now, Nightstand Punch was submitted by Ravej, Ravej. But the fact that Raven wanted to add the comma and knew to add the comma is making me wonder if it was Raven.
Raven, if you're still with us, let us know if that was yours. The nightstand punch. That one? No.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
Nightstand
nightstand
Punch.
punch.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, Raven, if you're still with us, let us. If you're still part of the chat, let us know.
Peach on the Beach was Robin Brassel.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Good job.
And Royal Blackberry Lemonade was Mrs. Robin. Mrs. Robin.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
excellent.
The Duck Fart Shot was submitted by Dreamer. The
Okay.
Dirty
Cool.
Girl Scout was submitted by Nicole D. And Mr. Scrunchy was submitted. It's still making me laugh. Mr. Scrunchy was submitted by Mrs. Meyer.
All
Okay.
right.
And Anthony, is there a place maybe we could put these up for people?
Yeah, people are asking for the recipes here.
Oh, yeah, I would love to. Can you send them to me? Can you
Of course I will. Yep.
Okay. Do you have it all in one little thing that you can just fire it right over to me?
Yeah, I'll have it tomorrow. Or maybe tonight. But I'll add the comma, Revez or Raven. I'm so interested.
Oh,
She
it
knows
was.
nobody
Raven
ever
said it was hers.
Oh, Raven. Crazy girl. All right,
She
that
said,
was-
sorry, guys, my arms are noodles.
God, but I wouldn't
Appreciate
get
it.
for noodles right now. I'm so hungry.
Don't mention food.
I'll let you go. Thanks for letting me be part of it as always. Have a great
Great.
weekend, guys.
Great
Good
job.
list,
A lot of
Aaron.
work put into that. Great
Yeah,
job.
that's a lot of work to do. And thanks to everybody who submitted. Jesus. I mean,
Yeah. Guys came up with some really good ones.
mm-hmm.
A lot of creativity out there, too. I mean, I don't think I've heard of any of these combinations, to be honest.
I mean, Erin said she knew the Dirty Girl Scout, but I have not heard of
right.
any of these things really. I mean, the Justice Juicer is pretty close to a pina colada, but it was enough of a little twist. It was different.
Exactly. Yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
But yeah, those recipes will be available. Thank you to Erin and everybody who participated. Pick up Oval. It's available on Amazon. Erin wrote a great novel called Oval. The link in the description below. Available to buy the download copy or to buy it physical copy. Pick up your copy today. Appreciate it.
There you go. Yeah, and then check anthonyonair.com over the weekend. We'll have all these recipes up for everybody to make this weekend and for the whole entire summer.
Isn't that nice?
Today's the first day of summer, actually, though, isn't it? The solstice.
Holy
is
cow.
today?
I think you're right. The 21st. Yeah.
Yeah. How about
I
that?
think that's true.
Happy
Happy
summer, everybody. Yeah. Have a great weekend. We'll catch you guys all here on Monday.
Show me potato salad. Maybe we should go now.